Hi y'all, my name is Tina. Welcome back to Reaction Row. Today I am watching the 11th and 12th episodes of Season 2 of Hannibal. I am almost at the finale of the season. The season has been so dark, so intense, and so great. Last we left off, Will is basically turning into Hannibal. He killed Freddie, and it appears that he even ate her. He presented Hannibal with some meat, and I think it was Freddie. So, yeah, he's turning into Hannibal, and he's mimicking him. Someone left me a comment that in the books that Will mimics the murderers, and it makes sense because there was like I said, there was like a switch in him where he started acting a little more like Hannibal, and he's been more poised and like put together and confident, kind of like Hannibal is. So he is basically turning into him. And we got to see Margaret's brother, who was really creepy, and the guy is such a good actor, the one who's playing him. Yeah, I don't know what their story, how it's going to tie into Hannibal and Will, but that man's creepy, and I feel bad for Margot having to deal with him all this time. Another thing, I've been wondering if we're going to see Miriam again. You know, she shot Chilton, but we haven't really seen her. So I'm wondering if we're going to see her, if they're going to interrogate her and we'll get to see that, or if they just took her word for it. And with Chilton being the Chesapeake Ripper, we haven't really seen them investigate to make sure that it really was him. Like, they literally just took what Miriam said and did, and we're like, okay, wash our hands of it. He's a Chesapeake Ripper. But what they really should do is look at the timelines, because I swear, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think during the time that Abigail went missing, Chilton was recovering, if I'm not mistaken, from what Gideon did to him. So, I mean, there has to be some issues with the timeline. But again, you know, I'm probably thinking too much about it. It is just a show, and Hannibal gets away with everything, so they probably won't look into it. But that is some really bad detective work that goes on in this show. Like Jack and the criminal investigators, the what are they called? Like the forensics people. Like, I mean, somebody needs to find something, but they don't. And I get it, because Hannibal's just going to get away with everything. But I want to see how Will's going to capture him and get him caught, because I think that's Will's endgame. So I'm going to get started. Before I do that, though, I want to thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. I do post on Patreon full unedited reactions. If you'd like to subscribe there, the link is in the description box. And I'm going to get started.
Arms and all. Bones and all.
The way they film this, they make these like scenes between the two of them very intimate.
After my first Barcelona was euphoric.
A stimulating reminder of our power over life and death.
I was euphoric when I killed Freddie Lowndes.
Is it going to be habitual, or is it going to be just those that deserve it in his mind? Or holy darn.
I'm not proud of myself.
The heck?
Nor should you be. You said...
I lie.
Did you know?
I was aware of Margot's goal of having a child. I was not aware you were the means to achieving it.
What do you want from me?
Nothing. Or as much as you'd like to give.
As much as I would like to give.
I always thought men were an optional extra in child-rearing, so I'm not opposed to a male influence. As long as it's not my brother. He's not good with children.
Okay, crazy.
Come on, children.
So now Will's gonna be a father.
What's your name?
Franklin.
Do you like horses, Franklin?
Oh Lord, this man
Whoa.
creeps me out.
Where do you stay, Franklin?
With Mama and Shirley.
Mama is not your real mama, is she?
She's my foster.
Do you love Mama and Shirley?
And Kitty Cat.
And Kitty Cat. Yes. Franklin, you can't stay there anymore with Mama and Shirley and Kitty Cat. You have to go away.
Who says?
The government says
Heck?
Mama lost her job and her approval as a foster home. You can't see her after this week. You can't see Kitty Cat after this week either.
Why not?
Maybe they just don't want you anymore.
Holy darn. What is... He's the worst. He reminds me of like a Batman villain or something.
There is, isn't there? Oh, here. Here you go. Can you put your head back just like that? Perfect. Yes. Perfect.
Okay, I hope Will kills him. Like, he's...
Have a chocolate.
Whomever this actor is, he's really good at playing creepy. I don't know what this character's goal is, but somebody needs to get rid of him. I don't like him. I don't like what he's doing to the kid.
My sister loves me, Dr. Lecter. She has to, or she's destitute.
Virtues are noted expansionists.
And I am the sole Verger heir.
Unless biology provides another.
Oh, that's why she wants a kid?
Freddie Lowndes. Can't imagine that's why you're here.
There's all sorts of reasons why I'd go to Freddie Lowndes' funeral. It's common for a killer to revisit their victims after death, attend funerals, turn to crime scenes.
Anyone suspicious?
Not besides me.
That was implied.
You were expecting me.
It's common for a killer to revisit their victims after death.
I'm not here to dance on Freddie Lowndes' grave, if that's what you're getting at.
You're not here looking for her killer either. She wasn't particularly interested in the crowd.
Are you profiling me, Dr. Moore?
He doesn't like to be analyzed.
Here, because my psychiatrist suggested it would be therapeutic.
When men become fathers, they undergo biochemical changes that affect the way they think.
So the same thing happens when men become killers.
Fathers can be killers. What sort of father would you be?
I cannot believe he's going to be a father. Like, it's blowing my mind right now.
We form attachments to something that does not yet exist.
I'm not attached to them. I'm only anticipating attachment.
We have a deep-seated need to interact with our children. It helps us discover who we are.
Have you ever been a father?
I was to my sister. She was not my child, but she was my charge. She taught me so much about myself. Her name was Misha.
Is she still alive?
Was.
Oh,
She's not. Abigail reminded me so much of her.
Why did you kill her?
What happened to Abigail had to happen. There was no other way.
had to happen to make him
There was.
what he is.
But there isn't now.
Would you protect this child the way you couldn't protect Abigail?
Still dream about Abigail. Dreaming of teaching her how to fish.
Mhm.
Sorry. Took that from you.
Is he really sorry?
Wish I could give it back.
Oh, Will.
Occasionally, I drop a teacup to shadow on the floor. On purpose. I'm not satisfied when it doesn't gather itself up again. Someday, perhaps, that cup will come together.
This killer's trying to get somebody's attention.
He has direction. His chaos is getting more orderly.
So first he burns effigies and now he's assembling them.
Burning Freddie Lowndes wasn't his first effigy. Whoever killed Freddie killed Randall Tier. Mutilated him, dismembered him, and put him on display.
Randall Tier and Freddie Lowndes have a connection.
Well, Randall Tier was his suspect and Hannibal's patient. And Freddie Lowndes was investigating his murder when she died.
Freddie Lowndes was investigating a lot of things when she died.
this psychopath was incubating fantasies about killing and is building himself up. Or someone's building him up.
He has a benefactor who admires his destruction.
How does she not put it together that it's Hannibal?
Shiva is both destroyer and benefactor.
He's being guided.
Hello, put it together.
This is some kind of signpost.
Maybe Freddy's killer didn't do this. Maybe his benefactor did.
Why?
It's a courtship.
Now she's getting it.
Rosie, positively radiant. What is your secret?
Oh, he knows.
But then, how much has God sacrificed?
What God do you pray to?
I don't pray. I've not been bothered by any considerations of deity, other than to recognize how my own modest actions pale beside those of God.
I prayed. I would see Abigail again.
Your prayer did not go entirely unanswered. You saw part of her. Now, should the universe contract? Should time reverse and teacups come together? The place could be made for Abigail in New World.
What place would that be?
You've lost a child. Seems you're likely to gain one. God is beyond measure in wanton malice, and matchless in his irony.
That's the way that Freddy was displayed. Oh no.
Poor Margot. You just can't win. I have to remove this temptation.
Cry. I want to curse like I can't.
You're going to find something wrong with your lady parts, Margot. Or so the record will state. The doctor will advise me that it's best if they take everything. I'm afraid the only person you'll be celebrating Mother's Day with.
I can't. I'm so. What the hell? Please, Will, or Hannibal, just get rid of this guy. I mean, I didn't even know I liked Margot that much because she hasn't done much, but holy darn. I can't.
The most terrifying thing in the world can be a lucid moment. What are you up to?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, Dr. Bloom.
You haven't lost all.
She needs to get away before she dies.
How was my funeral?
The heck is going on? It's all a ruse? Okay, so Will and Jack are working together. What is happening? Is Chilton alive too?
Must be the baby daddy. Excuse me if I don't offer you a cigar. I'm gonna feed you to my pigs. Carlo! You think it was Margot's idea to have an heir? I think it was your idea to take it from her. My idea to come here and kill you. The only thing you, your sister, and I have in common
It's Hannibal.
is the same psychiatrist. If Dr. Lecter had his druthers, he'd be wrapped around a bullet right now. Dr. Lecter's the one you want to be feeding to your pigs.
I knew Will was playing him, but I thought he was getting lost in it. Oh my gosh.
Can you explain my actions? Can you posit my intentions? What would be your theory of my mind?
I have an understanding of your state of mind. You understand mine. We're just alike. This gives you the capacity to deceive me. And be deceived by me.
I'm not deceiving you, Dr. Lecter. I'm just pointing out the snare around your neck. What you do about it is entirely up to you.
They're still playing games. Hannibal knows.
You put the snare around my neck. Why did you tell Mason Verger I want to kill him?
I was curious what would happen. It's true, isn't it? You do want to kill him. Or you want me to kill him. Either way, you'd like him dead. I'm just giving you a little nudge.
Mason is discourteous. And discourtesy is unspeakably ugly to me.
Are you thinking about eating him?
Whenever feasible, one should always try to eat the root.
Free-range rude.
Would you join me at the table?
Mason Verger is a pig. And he deserves to be somebody's bacon. Maybe you should kill Mason during your next session.
He may be intending to kill me during our next session.
Then you'll have to kill him first.
You said you were curious what would happen. I want you to close your eyes, Will. Imagine what you would like to happen.
I'm so confused. They're both playing each other. They both know that they're playing each other. And they're kind of getting a thrill out of it.
What did you see?
I don't even know. They're both so twisted. Hannibal's just calm. Knew it was coming.
This was his knife. I carry it around with me to remind me of him.
Whose fat are you planning to measure today, Mason? Mine?
No fat on you. Take more than a flesh wound to make you squeal. What game of chicken are you and the sperm donor playing, Dr. Lecter? Don't get me wrong. I play chicken with Margot all the time. I just don't tell her I'm playing. I'm good at chicken, Dr. Lecter. I never blink. Dick, send me the bill. I'm so sorry.
He's so obnoxious. Ugh.
It's all I've got now. That's exactly what he wanted. He won. He always wins.
This won't make you human, Margot. So much as give you the ability to make yourself human. Move on.
There's no resolve to this. There's no resolution.
Moving on isn't just a distraction. It's a rebuke. Show your brother how strong you are. Survive him.
More than vagaries. You have killed someone, Will.
Who was trying to kill me?
I don't know if I can prove that. You mutilated the body. Made a public spectacle of Freddie Lowndes' death. I'm out on a limb here, and the limb is going to break. I've only told the OIG what they need to know. Now, what haven't you told me?
Hannibal's trying to manipulate me into murdering one of his patients. Mason Verger. But I can manipulate Hannibal into killing him instead.
What's Verger done?
What hasn't he done?
Hannibal considers him rude. It's motive enough. It's as though committing murders has purged him of lesser rudeness.
Talking about putting a man's life in danger.
Sometimes, Jack, a good plan is less about finding the best alternative than it is about finding one that works.
Don't let empathy confuse what you want with what Lecter wants.
I told you, Jack. I'm a good fisherman. We have to use the right bait. When Hannibal tries to kill Mason Verger, I'll arrest him. And you'll have 2 witnesses.
You might have 3.
thank you for visiting me in the hospital. And
Believing him.
for what you said.
I didn't say enough.
And now's your chance to say it all.
Some psychiatrists are so hungry for insight that they may try to manufacture it. How deadly that can be for the patient who believes them.
You were Dr. Lecter's psychiatrist. He wasn't yours.
I told myself that. But I was under Hannibal's influence. What he did to you made that abundantly clear.
You were attacked by a patient who was formerly under Dr. Lecter's care. That patient died during the attack. A report said he swallowed his tongue.
It wasn't attached at the time.
How exactly did your patient die?
I killed him. What Hannibal does is not coercion. It is persuasion. Has he ever tried to persuade you to kill anybody? He will. And it will be somebody you love. And you will think it's the only choice you have.
You're waking up to who you are. That's all you need to understand. There are extraordinary circumstances here, Will. And unusual opportunities.
For whom?
For both of us.
Mason Verger's an opportunity.
Mason Verger is a problem. Problem solving is hunting. It's a savage pleasure, and we're born to it. Pleasure we can share.
You're fostering codependency.
Is that what I'm doing?
Isn't that what you did to Abigail? Got her to take a life so she'd owe you hers?
It's true.
I bond with Abigail. You take her away. I bond with literally more than the idea of a child. You take it away. You saw to it that I alienated Alon. Alienated Jack. You don't want me to have anything in my life that's not you.
He's figuring it out.
What's best for you?
Please. Every moment of cogent thought under your psychiatric care is a personal victory.
You're applying yourself to my perspective. As I've been applying myself to yours.
You're right. We are just alike. You're as alone as I am. And we're both alone without each other. I have to believe.
Hannibal's only crime I witnessed was influence. Influence works best when we're unaware. Will Graham has been very aware.
Meaning?
Meaning maybe Mr. Graham doesn't know himself as well as Hannibal does.
Will has more reasons to see Hannibal caught than any of us.
If you think you're about to catch Hannibal, that's because he wants you to think that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fool yourself into thinking he's not in control of what's happening.
Mr. Verter wants your company. Please, come with us. Prefer that 80 new. Taking Matteo didn't make it. Did he foul himself? Imagine he smells worse than you by now.
Ew.
Kill him and you will get no money. Carlo! Carlo!
Oh, this is exactly Will's dream.
Those little piggies are gonna go all the way home.
He killed Matteo.
We can give Mateo's family Doctoroni's cojones for comfort. Capisci?
Next to Goslow.
You are an odd psychiatrist. We could have had some good, funny times together. It's a damn shame. I've muzzled the dog. Now it's time for you to put him down. Don't bleed him out. Just a little nick. Just enough to give the pigs a taste.
Oh my gosh.
Carlo!
Oh, Lord. Of course, Hannibal got free.
For this doctor. Patients rhapsodize about the life-changing insights they achieve.
I am enchanted and terrified.
The world of senses cells having cacophony of sights,
Oh my gosh, the way this is filmed.
recollections. What did you call your education? Stockyards and slaughterhouses.
What is happening?
I just love your dogs. How is that? Is that good? Do you want another piece? How about you? That's a good girl. Sit.
Nice.
I adopted some dogs from the shelter. 2 dogs that were friends. I had them in a cage together with no food and fresh water. One of them died hungry. The other had a warm meal. I should have put you in a cage.
Does he cut off parts of his face?
I'm curious what would have happened.
What are you feeding my dogs?
Oh my goodness, what is that?
Just me. Sit.
Oh, holy darn.
Fed his face to my dogs.
He broadened their palates, as I broaden yours. Matters only to us.
They ought to lock him up.
You know too well you possess all the elements to make murder. Perhaps mercy too, but murder you understand uncomfortably well.
I'm hungry.
Eat your nose in.
Eat my nose. I have a taste and consistency that's similar to that of a chicken gizzard.
Taste is housed in parts of the mind that precedes pity. Pity has no place at the table.
I'm full of myself.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Morbid jokes.
You do what you think is best for him.
Well, there is the proof that Will needed, I think.
Took a tumble in the pig pen. Broke my neck. Embarrassing, really. Clumsy, clumsy, clumsy. If my sister hadn't found me, the pigs would have eaten more than my face.
Pigs did this to you.
Oh, yes. The pigs certainly did.
Do you find that Dr. Lecter's therapy has been helpful to you?
I feel all tense.
I've benefited greatly from Dr. Lecter's therapy. I'm still benefiting from it. I will always be grateful for how he's helped me. I only hope that I may repay him one day.
Well, now Margot doesn't have to be scared. I thought maybe they would lock him up, like in the state hospital. But this is kind of better for her.
Is it time to talk about what Margot wants?
What Margot wants is to take care of you, Mason.
I love his outfit.
Dear. Just as you took care of me.
Achilles lamenting the death of Patroclus. Whenever he's mentioned in the Iliad, Patroclus seems to be defined by his empathy.
He became Achilles on the field of war. Died from there wearing his armor.
He did. Hiding and revealing identity is a constant theme throughout the Greek epics.
As are battle-tested friendships.
Like the two of them.
Achilles wished all Greeks would die, so that he and Patroclus could conquer Troy. Took divine intervention to bring them down.
This isn't sustainable. We're going to get caught.
Jack already suspects you killed Freddie Lounge.
If Jack told you he suspects me, that means he suspects you.
I know.
You should give him what he wants.
Give
him the Chesapeake River.
Allow him closure. Reveal yourself. You taunted him for long enough. Let him see you with clear eyes.
Jack has become my friend. I suppose I owe him the truth.
What? Y'all, these episodes, like what was happening? It was a lot. Is Will playing Jack too? Like, I know that he's working with Jack to capture Hannibal, but Will does have that killer instinct in him. And even Alana has noticed that Will has it. And then the psychiatrist says that, yeah, Hannibal has the power of persuasion, but if Will didn't already have it in him, he wouldn't be able to manipulate him or persuade him. So, I don't know. I feel like Hannibal's going to get caught at the end of this season. Jack is going to put him away. And then Will's going to continue to kill in season 3. I don't know. I just think that's going to happen because something's like been born in him. You know, the killer has been born in him. So I think once he's done with Hannibal, like he gets him caught, he's still going to have that like need now that he's in tune with himself. That's what I think is going to happen. I felt so bad for Margot. First of all, how gross that she used Will to get pregnant, right? Without his knowing. And then, but I mean, she was desperate, so I can kind of understand, I guess. I'll forgive her for that. But how horrible of her brother to do what he did to her. Like, I wanted him to die, honestly, like kill him off the show. But what they did to him at the end there is better because now she's in control. She doesn't lose her fortune. And she can kind of give it a little revenge. I mean, I'm not a vengeful person, but for the sake of the show, let's say that I want her to get revenge. I don't even know where the show is going. It's getting crazier and crazier every episode. Like I said, it seemed like the brother Mason was like a Batman villain, like a Joker type. Belonged in Arkham Asylum, like I kept saying. He gave that sort of performance and was a horrible, horrible person. I don't know what's going to happen with Will and Hannibal. Maybe Will's going to convince and persuade Hannibal to do what he wants, just the way Hannibal usually persuades people. I don't know. Will is turning into him, so we'll see. I'm excited for the season finale. I think that's my next episode 13. So I look forward to it. I feel like any predictions I have are going to be thrown out the window because the show goes to another level, and I usually can't predict it. So, I'm going to end there. I want to thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.